Welcome to QSecure Fireside Chats, a series of question and answer interviews with QSecure employees. I'm Paul Fugner, QSecure's head of marketing and moderator of this series. Our goal in this podcast series is to export the human quotient that makes up QSecure, the vision, the mission, the values that define our company. We're an innovative organization, and our DNA consists of a whole variety of talented and diverse people and perspectives. Today, our guest is Pat Shore. Welcome to the show, Pat.
Hey, Paul. Thanks for having me. Yeah, great to be here.
Great. Well, Pat is located down in Southern California, and I am located up in our San Francisco Bay Area offices, as we're a distributed workforce. So we have people working all around the country. So, Pat, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at QSecure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody. I'm Patrick Shore. I am a program manager here at QSecure. I've been working here about 2.5 years now. Prior to joining, my background is in physics. And here with QSecure, I work mostly with our federal operations team, doing program management. So this is a lot of finding government contracts, writing to proposals, technical papers, technical responses, but then also on the sales side, learning how to sell to government customers and commercial customers.
Well, some of the things that you mentioned make me think about the concept of team and the how QSecure does it. And I'm thinking back that you're a baseball player in your day, high school, college. You're a very, very good baseball player, good pitcher, and you were part of a team. And I'm sure that you had your ways that the team worked. Tell us a little bit about those things that are team oriented at QSecure that makes QSecure a special place to work and that makes it a place that tends to work very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's we have a lot of former baseball players on the team. Bob, Skip, Pete. So definitely there is that team element, and then of course, all of our former military personnel, they come from a team background, and nobody knows what it's like to work as a team as much as they do. And so there's certainly that element of team, which to me is accountability. When you say you're going to do something, you need to get it done, and everybody at QSecure shows that maturity and that accountability that we expect to delight our customers. Satisfactory will never be good enough, and so everybody strives to go above and beyond what they're asked to do.
Yeah, I've never seen a pitcher that was successful that didn't have a catcher.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why they call them a battery. They got to work together. But QSecure is a special place to work. And granted, I'm biased. I love it working here. It's great. And there's a lot of different words that you could use to describe the culture of QSecure. I'm only going to pick one right now to see if we can touch on that for a moment. But our CEO, Dave, likes to say that we're an innovation company. And innovation is at the heart of what we do. I tend to agree with Dave. I think innovation is a word that can be taken in a lot of different ways, but I want to hear what you have to think about the concept of QSecure as an innovation company.
Depending on who you talk to, security is always an evolving field. There's always some new threat, whether it's this, snake malware that, we just, has made it into the news. There's always something, right? And so how do you address this constantly evolving field? And that's a question. That's where our innovation comes in, and really designing a solution that is flexible. Another thing that Dave likes to say is, right now there's post quantum, but there will be a post quantum and a post quantum. And so our thesis of operation is that all crypto will eventually be broken. And really, the solution that we're designing is to allow companies to have long-standing railroads that they can adjust as these requirements changes, as threat changes, and based on their network requirements. So we're really fixing the foundation itself of digital infrastructure rather than offering a one-off solution for a single problem. It's really much more than that.
You're right, Pat. It is very in depth. Cybersecurity is constantly evolving and at a more rapid pace now with emerging technologies like AI and quantum than it ever has happened. And your point about innovation is also very well taken. I like to say that QSecure never rests, so our customers can.
Like
We want
that.
to make sure that we're constantly innovating and recognizing where those threats are always going to be coming from, so that our customers can sleep at night.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been, I've learned just so much since starting in the last 2.5 years about, working with a startup, also working in security and even in quantum in some respects. I started off, 2.5 years ago as a part-time employee, just working as an advisor. And I slowly fell in love with the mission and, met some incredibly talented and accomplished people that work here. And, was able to, I decided pretty early on that I wanted to work at QSecure full time. And, I slowly built myself into that, hourly role and then eventually full time. And I've been full time here about 2 years now. And, I've loved every second of it. And, it's just been incredibly valuable, incredibly rewarding to see this company grow and bring on new investors and new people. And, all doing all the steps that take a company from a little startup and working in the incubator space to a real full-fledged company that is across the nation, and that has been extremely cool to see.
One attribute that you have that I envy is you're still young. And as somebody who's relatively young, not too far out of college, I'm curious about your perspective as you maybe talk to other people that are younger, entering the workforce. Do you have any advice for them that you have that you look at QSecure and say, man, QSecure really knocks it out of the park because it offers up this that's appealing to younger people today as they look for their next opportunity or where they might want to take their careers?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot that's appealing to younger folks about QSecure, and one of the things that was appealing to me, as a physics major, I always wanted to break into tech and into science. I never really wanted to be in that laboratory environment, and so you know, tech and Silicon Valley, I sort of saw that as the right path for me. And then I found just this mission and use case so compelling. It has to do with quantum computer, government security, financial security. It's a brand new space, and we're on the cutting edge of it. And that to me is so exciting.
Well, Pat, let me leave you with one last question. It's kind of a fun one. If QSecure was a car, what kind of a car would you say it is?
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know if there is a car that accurately, uh, you know, uh, captures what QSecure is. It would have to be a car that's reliable and innovative and fast. So, top of mind comes Tesla, but Tesla, and especially if you live in the Bay Area, you know that Teslas are not unique. You see them all the time, and I think that QSecure is unique enough that if you were to see it driving down the street, you would stop and turn your head.
Well, maybe QSecure is the car that hasn't been built yet.
That's what I was gonna say. I felt like that was maybe too cliche of an answer, but that's where my mind went.
Well, Pat, thank you very much for your time today. It was a pleasure to have you on Fireside Chats with QSecure. And with that, we'll sign off. But I want to remind all of our viewers that Fireside Chats is a regular podcast program that we are producing. And if you'd like to learn more about QSecure, who we are, what we do, what we stand for, please visit our website at QSecure.com. And if you want to become more of the community of quantum enthusiasts and cybersecurity aficionados, please look at our website. Please visit our LinkedIn and our YouTube pages and become a member of the community. Until our next episode, have a great day, and I hope you're all Q protected.
Catch new episodes every other week. Follow QSecure Fireside Chats on YouTube and all major podcast streaming platforms.